told your friend you're not okay? And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away.
If you're looking for a game that will challenge your skills, thrill your senses, and immerse you in a dark and dangerous world, then you might want to check out Beautiful Light. This game is a PvP tactical, first-person extraction shooter, where you and your squad have to enter, secure, and extract an artifact. In a hostile, horrific environment, you'll face other operators and player-controlled anomalies. But be careful, mistakes can risk your life and gear. You'll need to use various weapons, protection, and gadgets to survive and complete your mission. You'll also need to cooperate with your team and communicate effectively. Since each raid is unique, be ready to face the unknown.
Gone slow. Behind the high ramparts, where it cannot see us, we recite our final words. Motherland, bless your children who are about to die. Beyond my sword and behind my shield, I smile, because against all odds, I will triumph.
Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty is an exciting new expansion for the acclaimed open-world RPG Cyberpunk 2077. As the cyber-enhanced mercenary V, you will join forces with a secret agent named Solomon Reed to uncover a conspiracy that threatens the fate of the NUS president.
Job done.
In the perilous district of Dogtown, you will have to navigate a network of broken trust and hidden agendas. Can you survive the shadowy world of Spycraft? Phantom Liberty adds new endings and gameplay features to Cyberpunk 2077, while also enhancing the graphics and performance of the base game. You can begin the expansion after completing its explosive intro sequence, or continue exploring the vast metropolis of Night City with your existing character. Phantom Liberty is a next-gen exclusive expansion, so you will need a compatible console or PC to play it.
Your actions are illegal.
Let me put it this way. No gun, no fun. Max tap. Time to tilt out.
Crimson Desert is the upcoming open-world action-adventure game from the developers of Black Desert Online. Players will find themselves immersed in a war-torn realm of medieval fantasy, where they must fight for survival and glory as mercenaries. The game will feature a rich and dynamic story, centered around the main character, Macduff, and his struggles with leadership and his past. Additionally, Crimson Desert will boast a stunning and realistic graphics engine that delivers high-fidelity visuals and gameplay features. In online co-op, players will explore the vast and divided continent of Pyrul together, interacting with its diverse cultures, factions, and mythical creatures. Crimson Desert is a must-play for fans of action RPGs, and promises epic battles, quests, and secrets to discover. Assassin's Creed Mirage, the game, is based on the popular franchise of the same name from Ubisoft. In this game, the stealth action adventure takes place in Baghdad during the Golden Age of Islam, when the city was a center of culture, science, and innovation.
قضيت الكثير من طفولتي في هذه الشوارع.
Players can experience the story of Basim ibn Ishaq, a cunning street thief who joins an ancient organization and learns a new creed that will change his destiny. As Basim, players can explore a dense and vibrant city, parkour seamlessly through its streets and rooftops, and use a variety of tools and skills to assassinate their targets. The game also features a tribute to the original Assassin's Creed game, with a journey to Alamut, the legendary home of the Assassins. It's a modern take on the features and gameplay that have defined the franchise for 15 years. Unless you're afraid of heights, of course.
إني أبعد نصلي عن الأبرياء وليس عن تنظيم القدماء. لننهي هذا الأمر.
Stalker 2, Heart of Carnival, is an upcoming open-world survival horror game that will immerse players in the harsh and mysterious environment of the Carnival Exclusion Zone. The game will feature a non-linear story that adapts to the choices and actions of the players, meaning that they can shape their own destiny in the post-apocalyptic wasteland, filled with dangerous enemies, deadly anomalies, and powerful artifacts. The zone is a place where nothing is certain and everything is possible. Designed as a single-player experience, Stalker 2, Heart of Carnival, looks set to be one of the most ambitious and atmospheric games of the next generation. Holstin is a new psychological survival horror game that will immerse players in the eerie, isolated 90s Polish town of Jeziorn-Kolonia. The game will feature a unique pixel art style with dynamic lighting and camera rotation, allowing players to explore the world from 8 different angles. Players will have to scavenge for scarce supplies and weapons to fight off the twisted monstrosities that have taken over the town. Holstin is designed as a single-player experience, but players can also join the playtest and request access to the game on Steam. A psychological horror game with a historical twist. Ad Infinitum puts players into the role of a German soldier who must survive the nightmares of the First World War.
No! Please. Something is interfering with production.
In this surreal and terrifying game, you must face the horrors of war and the creatures that lurk in your mind, using your wits and courage to escape. With a variety of enemies to fight and puzzles to solve, the world of Ad Infinitum appears to be pretty immersive and intense. This looks like a great game for those who enjoy exploring dark and twisted stories and experiencing and overcoming their own fears. Space Marine 2 is an action-adventure title designed to immerse players in the role of the Space Marine, the Emperor's greatest warriors. Players will unleash deadly abilities and wield devastating weaponry to annihilate relentless Tyranid hordes while uncovering dark secrets and demonstrating their unwavering loyalty to humanity. In the game's multiplayer modes, players can choose to play as either the Space Marines or the Tyranids themselves. Those taking on the role of the Tyranids must swarm and devour human defenders to harvest their biomass. If your team plays as the Space Marines, you'll need to strategize to hold back the galactic horrors and find a way to defeat them once and for all. Space Marine 2 also incorporates combat mechanics for a truly immersive war experience.
Reloading weapon.
Carnival Hunt is an exciting horror game in which players must survive the nightmarish carnival of a twisted monster. One player takes on the role of the carnival monster, while the others play as the bunnies, who are trapped in the circus. When they discover that the monster feeds on their wind-up keys, players must cooperate to escape before their charge runs out. In a world where only the rich and powerful can escape from the planet, leaving the poor and helpless behind, players must evade mutated creatures and humans who serve the monster. In online co-op, players can team up with friends to wind each other up and find spare keys. This game is sure to appeal to fans of asymmetric multiplayer games. It's definitely one of the more intriguing online co-op games to watch out for when it launches in 2023. Project Wraith is a new online multiplayer shooter that will immerse players in the gritty, realistic combat of modern warfare.
To answer for me, what can we expect in terms of content? Like, what are you doing? Seasonal things a la Call of Duty, like Battle Pass seasons for cosmetics? I don't know. The game is set to release into early access at some point this year, and I think it might be a good time to do so with everyone.
The game will feature a large variety of exotic weapons and attachments, as well as customization options for gear, clothing, and camo. Project Wraith is designed to offer a refreshing and timeless FPS experience, focusing on pure infantry combat, without the distractions of killstreaks, overpowering vehicles, or frustrating mechanics. Made by a small indie team of passionate hobbyists, Project Wraith is a game for FPS fans, by FPS fans. Nightingale looks like a really exciting adventure, an open-world survival and crafting game, set against a backdrop inspired by Victoriana. Nightingale can be played solo, but is also able to be enjoyed as an online co-op game with friends.
Sequestered, struck by woe and lacking supplies, the question becomes, wilt thou be a survivor?
A visually gorgeous gaslamp fantasy world awaits players in this first-person mystery adventure. There are a range of different portals to traverse, each sending players into strange new worlds. This looks like a game packed full of intrigue, innovation, and exploration, and could be really fascinating to explore with a friend in online co-op. As well as exploring, harvesting, crafting, and building, players will be able to take on the terrifying creatures that dwell in the various realms of Nightingale, with the interesting addition of realm cards as a mechanic for adding procedural generation into your travels. This looks like it could be one of the breakout hits of next year, so it's definitely worth